Welcome back to NASCAR Race Hub, presented tonight by Bass Pro Shops. Working for legendary engine builder and team owner Robert Yates, son Doug picked up the family trade quickly. By 2004, Doug was ready to become the CEO of the newly formed Roush Yates Engines, a merger of engine shops between competitors Jack Roush and Robert Yates. In the most recent edition of the Daytona 500, Roush Yates Engines had 13 power plants in the field and took top spot when Matt Kenseth closed the deal Tuesday morning. RYE's second 500 in a row. And two of the top three finishers were in Fords. Doug Yates, nice enough to join us after Daytona prior to Phoenix. Now, congratulations, first of all. EI, electronic fuel injection, was such a huge story going down there. Did it present any unusual problems to you, or was everything okay, Doug?
Yeah, well, first, thanks. I mean, what a great win for Matt Kenseth and Ford Motor Company. So, you know, we've been working on EFI for many years now, and Roush Yates as a company has been racing electronic fuel injection in a different series. So the transition for us, although it's all new to our series, is one that we've been working on and working through for a while, and everything went really well for Daytona. You know, we went through Speed Weeks with no real major issues, and we're really proud that we could win the first race with EFI and NASCAR.
Now, I'm not an expert on EFI, but is that the engine control unit?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the ECU, and we're proud to run the new Freescale McLaren system in NASCAR this year. And the really cool part about this is technology is coming into our sport. So now our sport is more relevant than it has been in many years. You know, this is similar to systems that we run in our street cars. A Ford Fusion that you might find on the street has a similar system to this. And that was the intent, and the manufacturers were really excited and behind that. And all the way up at top of Ford, Edsel Ford, Alan Mulally, those guys were working with NASCAR to say, hey, let's get some new technology in the sport, and we're glad it's here.
It was so wild, Doug, to be in the garage area, to see the guys with their laptops, you know, tuning the motors that way as opposed to the way they've done it forever when you guys used to read plugs. I remember your dad reading spark plugs and Jack Roush. Will EFI present any specific issues for Phoenix, you know, 1 mile track where they're on and off the gas and brake a lot versus Daytona where they just pretty much held it wide open?
Yeah, I think it's a different animal for sure. I mean, what we're going to see is a lot on and off throttle, like you said. I mean, we'll have a chance to do more fuel conservation on the D-cell fuel cuts. And it's another area that we're looking forward to getting to in racing and getting that under our belt. You know, whenever you introduce something this new to the system, this refined, we're always nervous and anxious to get to Phoenix and understand how it works. But so far, all of our testing has been really well, and the engine dyno and the chassis dyno results look good. So we can't wait to get out there and start racing.
I was in a meeting with Robin Pemberton and David Hoots, John Darby, the competition guys at NASCAR, and they were thrilled because their view of EFI is we want it to be like a baseball umpire. We don't want it to get in the way at all. So they seem pretty happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's been a good transition. There's a lot of smart guys in the garage, as you know, but I think what it's done for us as a sport is brought new technology. And like you said, the distributors and some of the timing lights and the hammers that you used to see and the carburetors that we had, those are gone and replaced with throttle bodies and ECUs. So we're really excited about it. And as an engineer, when I graduated college in 1990,
from NC State,
there weren't many engineers in the sport, and really I'm proud now that it is becoming more an engineering-based sport, and you're blending some of that new school and new technology with the old that we've always known. So we have a really high refined engine, and I'm proud that other racing series across the world are now looking at NASCAR saying, wow, those guys are really doing something innovative, and there's more interest.
Doug, quickly, does winning the Daytona 500, does it ever get old?
Never gets old. Never gets old. In the Yates family, Daytona is in our blood. That's where we went on our family vacations, and that was our life. And so I'm really proud. And you know, I got a call. First call was from my father, and now to win 6 Daytona 500s and the staff. I'm so excited for the guys in our company. We had a meeting yesterday, and we went around the room and let everybody talk. And to hear everybody's excitement about winning the Daytona 500, getting that Daytona 500 ring and being part of that is just something, it doesn't get any bigger.
Doug, thanks for being with us. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, Steve.
Well, stick around, Hubsters. Larry Mack is back, and he's helping us get ready for Phoenix.